So today, one thing I just wanted to show you was something that I always get confused on, or I used to get confused on myself, and this is how we can use certain formulas within the conditional formatting to actually highlight specific things, but using the formula rather than the drop down. So if we were to highlight this range that we have here, and we go up to the conditional formatting, we can see that normally we'll be able to highlight cell rules up here by greater than, less than, between, equal to, contains and things, but sometimes this just don't quite cut it. So what we can do is we can go to this new rule thing that we have here, and by clicking into this we're going to get all these different kind of options and different stuff, but we're just going to be looking at the formula that we have here. So once you're at this point, we need to make sure that we have the area that we want to select and have the conditional formatting applied kind of already highlighted and stuff, but then we have this box here. So what we can do is we can click into this here, and whenever you're dealing with a column like this within conditional formatting, if you always think that you're going to be dealing with, set the first cell that you're working with as the condition. So for this one, we can see that we have a B3 here. So we'll set everything as a B3, and then it'll kind of work off of that. So if we work as B3 and we say we're going to give this the formula, what we can do is by pressing F4, we're going to change this here so that the dollar symbol goes just before the column reference, and then we leave the row reference off because we want it to be for the whole column, which locks it in using the dollar sign, but we want it to be dynamic in the sense that for the rows, so that row 3, 4, 5 and so on and so on, it kind of works its way down. Then we can use our usual kind of operators, whether we're going greater than, less than, not equal to, but we'll just go greater than 3, say for instance with this one. And with your previous things that we've done before, we can go into the format here and we can change it to whatever you need to do. So just for ease, we'll put it as a kind of nice light blue, and again we can make it bold and press OK there. So if we press OK now, we can see that that there has applied to that point there, and we've done it down the whole column, even though that we only reference that first cell there, but we just use that as a reference point to say this is what we kind of want to achieve, but I want you to do it for the whole column, which is why we need to change it. So if we then go back into it, we can then manage the rules, and rather than current selection, we look at this worksheet. Here we can see that we have everything that we need there, and we can double click into it, and if we were to make any adjustments to this, so say we want to change that 3 up to a 5, then we can make the adjustment and we can apply it, and we can see now that it would include that there, moving up to a 5 wherever we need it to do. So hopefully that helps you make sense of things a little bit more in terms of conditional formatting. It's something that always used to confuse me, but if you have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below, and I will see you again soon.